Hi, baby. Hi, Equus. Hi, everybody. I almost didn't think I'd get on here. I coming back. Okay, long story short, I went and got my extensions taken out. I needed a breather. And my hair looks actually pretty good considering. So I show up, right? 10:30 appointment. No, 10, I think it was 10 a.m. And I tell my gal, I'm here. I just, I'll sit and wait. She says, I don't have you down. Jesus. I said, what? So she said, well, listen, I've got my daughter in session and I'll come by. And she has an assistant, really nice girl, and, very easy to take them out. And then, we'll just make sure your hair is clipped a little and we'll wash any of the glue that's left over. And so I said, okay. So, it was really expensive for those inserts. But what happened is I was starving. I started getting the shakes. I had 2 cups of coffee. Normally I only have 1, and I'm a diabetic. So I thought I better grab something. So In-N-Out Burger is right before you get on the freeway. So I grabbed a burger and probably took 2 bites of it with bun and everything. Normally I don't deal with the bun. And I was fine. And then I get home and I had a little bit of back pain, and I put myself on that red light that works so good. And all of a sudden, my stomach just really started to hurt. I mean, I felt like I was going to projectile vomit, belching like an old man. And then it went away. So I'm feeling better. So thanks for listening, you guys. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Equus. Hey, Lucy. I just heard from Karen Conroy. She helps with our to give us our what do you call those things, Nicole? That you just she gives it an order of appearance time thing, and she said her last chemo, I guess, didn't work, so she's frightened. So you guys be sure to think of Karen when we do these prayers. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Yeah, I might get a little bit. This is natural, though. This is, I do have sort of. I was thinking about getting more highlights, but I think I have enough. What do you guys think? Oh, thank you, you guys. You guys are so good to me. I could come up here with not a stitch of makeup and my hair just in shreds, and y'all say, you look good. So, anyway, but yeah, it doesn't thin out your hair, which is the main thing I didn't want. So apparently those things, but it was fun. I'm glad I had them. I enjoyed them for a while. So, okay. So Karen Conroy will do a prayer. We'll cleanse our energy for a minute. So let's ground our feet, put both feet flat on the ground. Gee, 439 in here. And listen, after this, I'm going to talk about some stuff that I just picked up energetically. I took notes, so I'll tell you guys what I'm feeling that's going to happen. Okay, are you ready? Take a deep breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. Angel of light and mercy, all those who stand with us and keep us calm in these dreaded times. We ask that you hear individual prayers. We ask that you grant these wishes to come true. We thank you for the wishes you've already granted. Please encompass all of us with love, warmth, and hope. Amen. So I got a letter. I just want to read this to you real quick. So today I think I have 9 pages, which is great. I told Nicole that 19 pages is a little tough on me. So if we have to divide it up, we will. Linda, I just saw that you shared an email you received from someone with answered prayers, and I thought, oh my gosh, I haven't thanked Linda for her answered prayers. I submitted a desperate prayer request for my mom, 65, when she went into the hospital back in August 2025. Initially, we thought it was an aneurysm. After being put into a induced coma twice and eventually undergoing an angiogram, it was determined that she had a small brain bleed due to high blood pressure, a stroke. Although I'm quite certain that she got so mad at my dad and brother that it literally made her brain bleed. I digress. She spent a total of 1 month in the hospital, 1 month with an in-home physical therapy. And just last week, she made her own omelet for the first time in 2 months. She had to learn how to walk again and everything, but she has 0 visible signs of a stroke. She is back at the YMCA doing her swim classes and is pretty much back to functioning normally. She's my mom, but better. She shows so much more love and makes every effort to remain calm and not stressed. Thank you so much for helping me and my family lift her up in prayer. We are truly blessed to have her back. She also said she met God and spoke to her. Wow. And he spoke to her. He gave her the gift of seeing herself as a child crawling. Her family grew up poor and in the 60s, so there aren't any photos of her as a baby. Her parents died together when she was 13 in a car accident. She saw them on the other side as well. She also saw my cousin Clint, her nephew. He passed away very young, a few short years ago. He came to her and told her she could not be here, that it wasn't her time yet. Sorry, I'm rambling now. It's just such a beautiful story to me. And I just thought you should know in the power of prayers that your community possesses. And lastly, if she could just include her name in the prayer request, I just got told yesterday that I have to have a procedure to take out my fallopian tubes because they have fluid in them and it's causing me pain. It's a laparoscopic procedure and I should be able to go home the same day. I pray that the surgery is without complication. Okay. Very good. Bravo. A toast to her. All right, you guys, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get her done. Prayer list for live stream. This is Nicole's typed all these up for me. Pamela, prayers that there's no further damage to my disintegrating spine. Lorraine, please pray for me. I have many problems with fibromyalgia and no sleep. Jean, requesting healing prayers to overcome alcohol abuse and regain healthy lifestyle and love of self. Kendall, I'm requesting prayers for my continuing success of my husband's stage 4 prostate cancer treatment. Feeling blessed and thankful for the great team he has and the constant innovation in this field. Annie, prayers for Maureen that she has a successful hip surgery. Julianne, surgery this coming Monday to have disc replacement in my neck. It would be great. I would be grateful if I could receive prayers for me and my family who are worried. Marie, my daughter has liver and potentially pancreatic cancer. Pray for a complete healing. Angel, please pray for my stepdaughter, Karina. She's going through her second occurrence of abdominal cancer that has already taken her uterus and ovaries. She's allergic to chemo, and they're just going to start her immunotherapy if she qualifies. They don't want to do surgery because the mass is low in the pelvis on or near her arteries, and they see a spot on her lung. Oh, Jesus. I lost my soldier boy son in an automobile accident in August of 2024. Grief and mourning have taught me a lot. Pray that I can support my husband and his family during this time. May the light ever shine on you, dear lady. Cheryl, please pray for my boyfriend who saw a neurologist for pain. The MRI showed lots of damage to his body from a lifetime of injuries as a mailman. It also shows a cyst on his thyroid, which, when we found in adults, is often cancerous. He's 77. Jolene, please pray my old boss and friend Garrett, who has colon cancer, will undergo surgery in 11/14/2025. So he already had it, I guess. Marexia, please pray for RLH, that he will be healthy and strong and come out of the hospital to celebrate his 80th birthday. Roseanne, prayers requested for the reversal of osteoporosis. Can't even say it. Osteo, you know what I am. Mostly due to cancer treatment. That's very common. Hi, Water Lily. Hey, Lucid. Roseanne, prayers requested for reversal. Okay, I did that. Dreaming Bear, prayers for my son, Ben. He is going through chemo for colorectal cancer. Anyway, I can't say anything, you guys. In 3 short weeks, we went from 0 to 110, praying for a full recovery. Prayers for Lynn, our community member who has recently diagnosed with cancer that spread to the bones. Ooh. She's super smart, amazing woman, and has done so much to lift women up around them. And she's so much more, she has so much more work to do. Requesting prayer, she beats this cancer and the odds and thrives. Also, prayers for Mary's daughter, who is not even a teenager, but diagnosed with stage 3 cancer. Oh, that's terrible. Sorry, you guys. She is currently undergoing treatment and wishing for radical recovery. Francis, I'm asking for prayers for my teenage granddaughter, Bella, who has been diagnosed with GERD. Her symptoms are nausea, dizziness, stomach pain, and anxiety. She's missed a lot of school and now has to do makeup work, which adds to her stress. I'm asking for prayers that Bella completely recovers from this illness and be restored to good health, and that she finds happiness in her life. I'm also asking that you and your sister are blessed with good health and happiness. Thank you, girlfriend. Kathleen, emailed you a week or so ago about my son, Michael, who has pancreatic cancer and lost his ability to talk or understand when people tried to talk to him. His doctor put him on medication that cleared up that issue, and he's back to almost normal. But they ran tests a few days ago and informed him that the cancer has spread to his liver. They told him he is terminal and has between 3 months to a year to live. His daughter is expecting his 3rd grandchild around New Year's Day. He is only 63 and won't get to see him grow up. I'm 89 and live in Washington State, and I'm not able to travel to Florida where they all live. Looks like I'll never see him again in this life. I just pray for the best outcome for him, whatever it is. And, he'll be in paradise. I don't want you to, he's the one that's free. We're still stuck here. Okay. Maria, please say prayers for my husband, Boss Pete, who was recently diagnosed with cancer. Thank God his doctor's on the right treatment for him and give him strength to get through this. Andrea, I'm asking for prayers for my health, especially my eyes. I'm currently treating for eye infection that was misdiagnosed as an allergic conjunctivitis. I am taking antibiotic eye ointment and it is helping. I probably have underlying issues with my eyes that cause this infection. I'm going to look for an ophthalmologist who specializes for this condition, praying for the right doctor to figure this out. Rita, dear Linda, please pray for my left hip. Fell on the sidewalk. I cannot put weight on my left leg. Jan, please include me in your prayers next session. I am recovering from cancer surgery to remove a malignant tumor in my eye and dealing with ongoing treatments and evaluations. I'm asking for prayers for successful recovery and treatment. Also sending blessings to all who are requesting healings. Teresa, prayers that I take control of my body. I feel so uncomfortable. Okay, sweetie. Lori, please pray for my nephew who is suffering from severe back pain with a bulging disc. Lisa, yesterday was 27 years since my mother passed. Today is 3 years since I lost my husband. In these years, my health has declined. I'm wheelchair bound now. In September, I took one of those Cologuard tests. It came back with colon cancer. Monday, November 17th, I have an appointment with the gastroenterologist. Can you please say a prayer for me? Continued prayers for Annette Brecka, dealing with the grief of losing her husband and pet. Also for our beloved Karen Conroy, who I just mentioned, who's fighting cancer for several years. Pray for healing and recovery from this terrible disease. And also, I heard from someone that Tim, Tim who had that cute little dog that had his own little show. What was it called? Something Tarot. You remember Tim, he's an English lad. And he'd sit on the couch with the cute little dog. Why can't I think it? Anybody think of his name? What or the name of the show? His name was Tim. And he came off, he'd be on and he'd come off. He went up and down with it. But yes, he's passed. Telltale Tarot. He passed away with cancer. Somebody told me that he was a chain smoker, which I didn't know. I never saw him smoking, but they said he talked about it on one of his shows. So God bless him. Well, listen, the way he talked about the realm and the things he saw, I'm sure he's extremely happy. He was touched by universal consciousness. Okay, Cindy, I have a problem with being able to get a job. I also have some back rent that I'm not able to pay. Asking for prayers that money and hopefully a job comes into my life. Sarah, I could use a few prayers after a financial hit due to 2 bad tires. The price of them was quite shocking. I know it's like $200 a tire. I could use a few prayers regarding finance. Mina, I'm requesting for your next prayer meeting that my sister Terry receive prayers. She's been on hard times looking for a place to live, although she's living with one of her daughters. Her mental health worries me and her physical health. She has Hodgkin's lymphoma in remission. She's very depressed. Julie, prayers for my health and finances to improve. Rhonda, please pray for me and my family. We've had a company for 30 years, and for the first time ever, we are facing financial problems. Work just stopped. My beautician, they are busy as hell, but my nail lady, not a zilch. Rhonda, please. Okay, Julie, prayers for my health and finances to improve. Rhonda, please pray for me and my family. We've had a company for, yeah, I just did that. Sorry. Aura, please pray for me. I drive for a living. I pray that my vehicle will keep me going long enough to trade it in and get a new one. Holly, please pray that my daughter Kaylee will find a new job that will support her. She's been looking for over a year. Annie, please pray for Judy, struggling with recovery. Please pray for Colin for a new job. Current job is extremely toxic. Boston, this is affecting his health and peace of mind. He needs to separate himself from that. I know it's easier said than done, but there's ways to deal with toxic and not be dropped into it. Maybe we'll do something on that. We'll talk about that. Holly. Oh, wait, Annie. Okay, we just did Annie. Olinda, may I ask for your prayers that I will be able to sell our 2 properties so we can purchase another home that will be better suited for us as my husband has disabilities. Lori, prayers that I get a good paying job and that I enjoy where I am treated well. I'm grateful for this new job. Grief and comfort. Karen, YT Tarot community, prayers for friend, fellows. Oh, somebody did say this. YT influencer from Tim Telltale Tarot. He recently passed from cancer. We just talked about him. Beloved pet, Susan, please pray for our dogs, Oliver and Rocky. Oliver has chronic kidney disease, and Rocky has to have a growth removed from his anal gland, and we are waiting for biopsy results. Elizabeth and Mike asking for prayers for our precious little rescue cat, Mabel. Mary to be cured of all her diseases, to have her nausea subside and her appetite be restored. Stella, this morning I watched your prayer video from November 4th. For the first time, I was listening to all the prayers requests on your 17-page list. I couldn't stop bawling. So many people struggling, dealing with serious issues, needing help and hope. I thought about these people for most of the day and sure made me put things in my own life into perspective. Isn't that the truth? Of course, the pet request really hit life into perspective. Of course, the pet request really hit home as well. Much love and healing for pets and all the animals. My heartfelt prayer and requests are for help and healing for all those people, their families and friends. Listen, real quick before I go on. So, you know, my friend Najia, I think her and I are on next Tuesday. She's the one that recommended that red light. You know, those red lights, people have it on their face and it makes your face look good. She highly recommends it for almost anything. Back pain. Let me tell you, I bought the full length one to put on my bed. It's not a heated thing. It's just a red light. And you know, when I get these back pains, sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, I lay on that thing. I came home with my back hurting. I laid on that thing and it's gone in 10 minutes. So I thought, why not the dogs? I know that sounds weird. Lulu is supposed to have that lipoma removed from her belly in January. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, she had a huge lipoma on her right hip. And I thought, oh, some a biscuit eater. And here's the thing. She wasn't limping like Jack had the huge one, but he was limping. She wasn't limping, but it was, you could see it. It made her look weird. So I took that big old huge thing. She likes to lay right next to me by my bed. I took that big huge thing and laid it over her body. Now this is like day 3. And you know that lipoma on her right side is gone. Totally gone. What the heck? And I think maybe I'm seeing things. So I'll have my son tell me when he comes over this weekend. And Jack doesn't sit as still for me, but Jack has been limping. Jacob thinks it's when I came home and the two of them were so happy. Jack got up too fast and did something. So he was really limping on his hind leg from his hind, probably where the other lipoma had been that they removed. And I put that thing on, I think, less than 10 minutes. And he's still limping, but not like he was. So I need to get that sucker on there again. Just FYI, I can't guarantee anything, except I can't believe my own eyes. I need to tell her too. Her and I are going to be talking on Tuesday. We're doing a show. So I got to say, Amazon has them. Yeah, the one I got was about $100, I think. The big, huge one. You can get smaller ones, not that much. It reduces inflammation, Ness says. Anybody that's really suffering with something and you need a red light, write me at brindle9103@gmail.com. And a lot of times when I get money, you know, like I bought a whole bunch of turkeys, you guys, and gave them to, you know, the Salvation Army and some other place to help people that don't have turkeys because they're really expensive this year. But if you really need the red light, write me and tell me what your situation is and send me your address and I'll see what I can do about getting you a red light. But tell me exactly what your symptom is. Oh. Ooh, that's kind of cool. While you were breathing grounding prayer, I saw a large drain with the red administration followers going down the drain and moving swirl. There were a few blue strands in there. Oh, yeah, I got things to tell you guys. After this, I got things to be telling you. Okay. It's good for collagen. Okay. All right. Oh, Lisa, bite me. Send that to me again. I think I have an extra small one. Okay, so here we go. You know, my face is so big, I can take that big one. I think Ness sent, or somebody sent me a small one, not Ness, Nadia. Okay, so we did on the animals. Anonymous, prayer for this country that we heal our mindset and love one another genuinely as God intended. We forgive so we too can be forgiven. That we do not. And that's all I got. If there was more, I can't see it. Prayers continued. Sharon, I'm asking if you could please pray for my 87-year-old grandmother who is facing breast cancer surgery on Wednesday. One thing about surgery when you're that old, it doesn't exacerbate really fast. My daughter's grandmother, I think, had cancer for the longest time, but she was like 90 something when she finally crossed. She was diagnosed about 6 weeks ago. We have been to so many appointments since then. Today, she had another series of tests and imaging, and they found a second lump. It's deeper than the first. John and Anne Murray, please pray for Ken Whitman, just diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. Louise, please pray for my family. My 34-year-old son, Thomas Welch Jr., died suddenly on Friday, November 7th. He never touched drugs or alcohol, never smoked. And Louise, I got to tell you, I hear these stories all the time. Good, solid people drop dead. We have no answer. They're doing an autopsy. It could take up to 12 weeks. Our whole family is devastated. I know he's doing well on the other side. That's the most important thing. And you give him the lift that he needs. But it doesn't make it easy for those of us left behind. He should probably make an appearance at some time. All right, you guys. Okay, you guys. Let's get this show on the road. I need to do a video because I haven't done a video. I want to talk to you guys about some stuff. I was thinking make it live, but I have a certain mindset of what I'm going to talk about. We'll do a live again in a day or two where y'all can join in. And don't forget, beginning in January, I'm going to start doing the winners of who are members and the winners, subscribers, and members. Okay. Okay, so I don't need to do the cards. We're just going to clear the energy. And look out for my video. I'll do it right after I'm done with this. Angel of light and mercy, you have received all the requests from everyone. We put the green, beautiful green color, kind of a forest green color for the healing for all who need it. We encircle that with a gold for all the money that's needed. We do a magenta around that. In the circle, we do an orange. I don't know why I keep seeing a beautiful orange color. And then a purple color. And then around that is a beautiful crystal silver. And I can see dolphins and whales swimming through this color. I don't know why I got that. We take all these colors, and in thy name, we ask for the healing and help of all those who've reached out and to anyone who couldn't reach out or didn't think to reach out. We ask for healing and help for the whole world. And we ask that you encircle the President of the United States with your white light so he can do no harm to himself and no harm to others. That anything he puts out, as long as it's good, comes back 1,000-fold. But if it's bad, it'll get stopped in mid-track. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Thy will be done. Oh, thank you, BK. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, you guys, for coming. 673 were in the room. Holy cow, we got a big crowd. I probably should do prayers Thanksgiving morning. That'll be a good time. Okay, so I love you all. Thank you, you guys. I'll be on with Ness in December, first week of December. Oh, yes, Diana. Thank you. Yes, I got that. Thank you. You know, I don't remember what I say. It's like somebody will say, girl, you were right. I'm like, what? If somebody wrote me and told me I got the COVID right. And I was like, huh? Yeah, it was on this day, August something. And you said you saw a virus coming and you saw everybody wearing a mask, a nasty virus. So thank you guys. Thank you. Equus, Water Lily, Lisa, Ness, Nicole. Thank you guys for coming. Now I'm going to do a little video, probably 30 minutes. Ooh, Molly said her eyes, her hands got hot and her ears were ringing. That happens to me all the time. God love you all. Let's give the peace to the world and wait till you hear what the information I received, by the way. You guys are going to love it. Okay, talk to you later. Cheers. Thank you, Nicole. I don't see you.